Okay, teacher.
Okay, once you have done,
Okay, teacher.
okay, done.
Yes, teacher.
What was your answer?
3.
3. Okay. So next, let's move into when you have now this is based on grade 7. In grade 8, what we study is, I don't know if you remember, with unknown terms, with algebraic expressions, they usually tell you to find the HCF. So I'm going to tell you, in case if you find questions like that, how we can do it. Okay. So write down the topic HCF for algebraic expressions. Done.
Done, teacher.
Done. Okay. Now let's move into the next part. Let's say they have given you example number 1, 4x. They are telling you to find HCF for 4x, 8xy, and 6xy. Okay. So how are we gonna find? Now first tell me, how can you find factors for 4? What are the factors for 4? You know 2,
2 into
2.
2 into x.
X. Very good. Then we have 8. How can we find the factors for 8? What are the factors for 8?
2
know
into 2 into 2 into x.
X, and you have another Y also,
Y.
right? So you have to add that. Then you have 6. You know 2
2
by
into 3 into x
X into Y
y
into
into z.
Z. And then now we are going to see the common factors among them. You have 2. Then can you see here in first 2 parts you have 2, but then you don't have a 2 in the third one. So you can't consider that. Then you don't have 3 in first 2 digits, you have only the third one. Then but we have x in all 3. Therefore, we have to consider that. Now when we move into HCF, what can you tell? What is the HCF? 2
2
by
into x is equal to 2x.
2x. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Even in algebraic terms, the HCF isn't that hard. Okay. So can you copy down them? And I will give you a small question. You can do it.
Okay, teacher.
Second one. For 2PQ and 4PQR, you are supposed to find the HCF. Then third one, find for 7MN, 14MNP, and 28MNQ. Once you have done, you can tell me the answer.
Okay.
Okay, you're done, right? Shall we move into the next part? So, you must know about conversions. Okay, conversion means conversions related to time, then mass, then in length, then volume. All those are very basic things. Shall we start from mass? Tell me what are the standard units you know in mass? Yes, can you
Kilogram.
tell me? Okay,
Gram.
okay. And
Milliliter.
not milliliter. Milliliter is related to volume, no?
Mi-
Milligrams.
milligram.
Okay, milligrams. So remember that in 1 gram, we have 1000 milligrams. Okay, in 1 gram, we have 1000 milligrams. Okay, I forgot. Then we have ton as well. Okay. And then in 1 kilogram, we have 1000 grams. And in 1 ton, we have 1000 kilograms. These are the basics you should know. And we will be studying how can we convert the relationship between kilogram and metric ton, how can we do conversions, how can we do addition, subtraction, all those things. Can you first do a quick note on this? And you can highlight and keep it.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Then let's move into conversions related to these units. Okay, let's start from kilogram to metric ton. Kilogram to ton. Okay. So what do we know? I told you that 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilograms. So if we have 2 tons, how can we convert? You know that between 1 ton and 1000 kilogram, how did we get this? We multiplied this by 1000. So
1000.
if we want to multiply, if you want to get in kilograms, we have to multiply 2 by 1000. 2 by 1000 gives us 2000
2000 kilogram.
kilogram. 3 tons in 3 into 1000,
3000 kilogram.
3000 kilograms. Okay. All these things are easy. We are just adding 3 zeros. But then if you have with decimal points, how are we gonna convert it? Let's say we have 8.756 tons. They are telling us to do it in convert in kilograms. So you know that we have to multiply 8.756 with 1000. Now tell me, how will you convert? Always remember, will you write like this? 756,000. Will you multiply like this and waste time? No, you don't have to do that. Tell me how many zeros you have in 1000?
3 zeros.
3 zeros, right? Now what you have to do is, whenever you multiply by 1000 or 100 or 10, you see how many zeros you have. And then you have to move the decimal point with respect to the number of the zeros you have in that. Now let's say you have 3 zeros here, right? We are going to move the decimal point. We already have 8. How many times do we have to move this decimal point? 3 zeros.
3 times.
3 times. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. So without the decimal point, you are supposed to write 8756 kilograms. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Then just answer me apart from this. Let's say you have 8.756. I'm telling you to multiply by 10. Now, how many times do you have 0?
1 time.
Once. Then how many times do you have to move the decimal point?
1 time.
1 time. So you are moving it here. So after now you have moved, no, there is no decimal point after 8. You have to keep it after 7. So 87.56. Did you understand this?
Yes, teacher.
Then let's say these are basics. Okay, I'm just revising you. 8.756. Let's say this time we are multiplying it by 100. Hold on, I'll adjust the camera. Okay. 8.756. This time, let's say I'm multiplying by 100. How many times do you have 0?
2 zeros.
2 zeros. Then how many times do you have to move the decimal point?
2 times.
2 times. So initially it was here 1, 2. So now there will be no more decimal point after 8. After 5, you will place the decimal point. It will become 875.6. So you in your note, you can write basic mathematics and put a box and note down this. So you will know. Okay. So you can copy down the whole part and let me know.
Okay, teacher, done.
Shall we move into the next part? So continuation of this. So did you understand? Are you clear about the first conversion we studied?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's say they are asking you continuation of this. Now this I taught you about 2 types now. First without decimal points, then with decimal points. Then let's say they have given 3 tons and 850 kilograms. They are telling you to convert into kilograms. How can we convert into kilograms? First, 850 is already in kilogram, right? So there will be no conversion related to this. But then we have 3 tons. They are asking all together to express that in kilograms. So 3 tons, you have to multiply that by 1000. and add 850 to it. 3 into 1000 is
3000.
3000 plus 850 gives you 3850 kilograms. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, this is another type of question. Then let's say they have given something related to a fraction. I'm raising everything. Next example. Let's say they have given 3.5 ton to express in kilograms. Tell me, how can we convert? You must convert 3 as well as this half tons as well into kilograms. Tell me, if 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilograms, what can you tell about half ton? What is half of 1000?
500.
Yes, then this half tons give you 500 kilograms. Then it's easy for you to convert 3, right? The usual, the basic one. 3 into 1000 gives you 3000. For that, you have to add 500 kilograms. 3 into 1000 is 3000 plus 500. All together, you will have 3500 kilograms. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you copy down this? Then our first conversion is over, where we converted tons to kilogram. We can move into the next subpart.
Okay, teacher.
Shall we move into the next part? Do you have any doubts to clarify, Zulfa?
No, teacher.
Okay, very good. Let's move into the next one. We can write down kilograms to metric ton. Okay. Now you know that 1000 kilogram is equal to 1 ton. What do we do? Do we multiply here? No. When you want to convert kilogram into tons, we divide that by 1000. Therefore, if I give you 2000 kilogram and ask you to indicate or express in tons 2000 kilogram, you have to divide it by 1000. Now tell me, will you go ahead and do the simplification like this? No. Again, waste of time. Whenever you have a numerator and denominator, you know it indicates related to division. You can cut off. Now see, 0, 0, you can cut off. Here you have a 0, here also you have a 0. You can cut it. Here you have a 0, then here you have a 0, cut off. Again the third 0, cut off. Then 2 divided by 1 no remaining. 2 divided by 1, you know any digit divided by 1 gives you the same answer. Therefore, your answer will be 2 tons. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And now when you see, the basics are again easy. Okay. What about if you have in decimal point? If your answer should be in decimal point, you will have 4 different digits. So let's say 2758 kilograms. So what you should do? To convert that in tons, 2758, you will divide by 1000. Again, are you going to simplify using the division method? No, again waste of time. Can you remember when we had 2.758, let's say, when I told you to multiply by 1000, what did we do? We moved the decimal point to our right hand side by counting the number of zeros in the thousand. Here, when you want to simplify it, again, how many zeros do you have?
30.
3 zeros. Now what you have to do, you should you should imagine first you have a decimal point here. Usually we have a decimal point. 0.00. This is the standard way of writing. We don't write like this because you know 0 doesn't have a value, right? It's the same. So now in division method, we don't move the decimal point to the right hand side. Instead, you move to your left hand side according to the number of zeros you have. How many zeros do we have? 3. How many times we are supposed to move?
3 times.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then you have to keep the decimal point after 2. So your answer will be 2.758 tons. Did you understand, Zulfa?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Then I'm just asking you, let's say you have 2758. Again, basic mathematics. You can box it and write down basic maths. Let's say you have 2758. They are telling you to divide it by 100. What you will do? How many zeros do you have?
2 zeros.
2 zeros. How many times do you have to move them?
2 times.
1, 2. So after 27, you will keep 27.58. Then let's say you have 2758 to divide by 10. How many zeros do we have?
1 0.
1 0. How many times will you move it?
1 time. 1
1.
time.
Then 275.8. You can box it and write down these things. Okay. In maths, always try to save time. Whatever the tricks you know to make it simplify, use it. Okay. So you can copy down and let me know.
Okay, teacher, done.
Okay, let's move into the next type. Next type means not the next conversion. In the same thing, the next type. Okay, different types of questions they could ask. So let's say they are telling to express 3 tons and 675 grams in kilograms. Sorry, in metric tons. I'm sorry. So how can we convert? How can we convert? Do you have to convert these 3 tons? No. You know our conversion is related to kilograms into tons. But we have to convert 675 kilogram into tons. So usually what do we do? To convert kilograms into tons, we have to divide it by 1000. Now Now again tell me, do you have to do the long division method for this? Of course no. You already have 675. You consider how the number of zeros you have in 1000. How many times do we have 1000?
30.
3 zeros, right? How many times do you have to move the decimal point to the left hand side?
3 times.
3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now you have to keep the decimal point. But now you can ask, Miss, we don't have any digit. If you don't have a digit, then you don't have a value. What is the digit you don't have a value?
0.
0. Then you keep the decimal point and add the 0. Now you have 3 tons and 0.675. Okay. So you know always after digit we usually have 0.00. Why don't we show is because 0 doesn't have a value. Therefore, you have 3 here, you have 0.675 here. When you add, it will become 3.675 tons. Did you understand?
Stitch.
Okay, you can copy down this.
Okay, teacher, done.
Okay. Shall we move into the next part? Before that, I will give you some questions. Can you do?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. First, we studied about converting kilograms into tons, right? No, we studied about converting. Yeah. Am I right? Yeah, tons to kilograms. So let's see. Convert first these to tons. 2350 kilograms. Show them in show them in tons and in kilo.
Okay, teacher, done.
Okay, shall we move into the next subtopic? So we are going to do related to addition. So how can we add two matrices together? So write down addition. Now for this also we have two types. Okay, so let's get into the first one. Let's say you have, they are telling we have tons and kilograms to add. 10 plus 3, 675 plus 40. How can we add it? Usual addition method. Okay, we always, in addition or subtraction, we should go from your right hand side. 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 will be here. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 750. Tell me, what is the maximum kilogram you can have in 1 ton?
1000 kilogram.
Whereas, which means in here you can have up to 999 only. If it becomes 1000, then you have to do a small conversion to make it as ton. But then 715 is less than 1000, no, which means less than 999. So there is no issues. So then add 10 plus 3 is 30. So this is the usual addition. Very simple. Did you understand this is the type 1 we have?
Yes,
Type
teacher.
1. Okay, you can copy down this.
Okay,
Let's move into the type 2. Type 2. Let's say you have tons, you have kilogram. 181 plus 60, 350 plus 800. Shall we add 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 is 5.
5,
8 plus 3 is
11.
11. Can you see it's exceeding 1000? But
No.
I told you, maximum you can have is 1000, right? So I will write here, I'll show it here. So we have 1150 when we add, right? Maximum you can have is 1000. Therefore, you have to subtract 1100 from 1150. We have to subtract 1000. What will be the remainder? From 5 you
One.
subtract 0, 5. From 5 you subtract 0, 5. From 1 if you subtract 0, it's 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have the remainder as 150. This 150 is kilograms. So you have to mention it here. But we already had 1000, no? 1000 kilogram means how many tons?
1 ton.
So that one you have to add it here. Did you understand what did I do?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now let's add. 1 plus 1 is
2,
8 plus 6 is
14.
1 plus 1 is.
2.
Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
These are the two types we have. You can copy down this.
Okay.
Okay. Did you understand the addition, dear, clearly?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I'll give you quickly 2 sums. You can try it. Can you start doing?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, and have you answered the questions?
Okay, teacher.
Have you answered the questions? Can you tell me the answers?
First one,
Yes. Or do you need some time to answer?
0.
For this you got 0. Everything 0. Did you answer the question, dear?
Yes,
Or do
teacher.
you, okay, what was your answer? Can you tell me the whole answer? For tons, how much did you get?
Photon,
4 tons. And for this?
400 kilogram.
Correct. Next one.
10 ton,
Hmm.
7,709. 90,000.
790.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's see. Correct. Both your answers are correct. Shall we move into the next part of this chapter?
Okay, teacher.
Subtraction. So let's move into the next part. So in this also, I'm going to teach you about 2 types. Type 1, as usual, it will be a bit easy. Let's see. Let's say you have 250 tons. Should be subtracted 150. And then you have 650 kilograms, 105 kilos. How can we subtract? From 0, can you subtract 5?
Can't.
Can't. Then you borrow from 5, 1, right? It will become 10. From 10, can you subtract 5?
5.
Yes, can. Then this will become 4, right? From 4, if you subtract 0.
4.
From 6, if you subtract 1.
5.
545. 0, 0 will be 0. From 5, if you subtract 5, will be 0. From 2, if you subtract 1, it will be 1. So 100 tons and 545 kilograms will be your answer. Can you write down the type 1?
Okay, teacher, done.
Okay. Shall we move into the type 2?
Okay, teacher.
Let's see. Tell me, from 250, can you subtract 750?
Can't.
Ton. What you're gonna do is you have to borrow a ton. When you borrow a ton, tell me how many kilograms are you borrowing?
1000.
1000. So 1000 plus 250 gives you 1250. Now we can subtract. From 0, if you subtract 0, 0. From 5, if you subtract 5.
0.
From 12, if you subtract 7.
5.
5. Then you know when you give 1, it will become 9.
9.
From 9, if you subtract 3, your answer will
3.
be
6.
6. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Try these questions.
Okay, teacher, done.
Have you done the answers for this?
Yes, teacher.
What is the answer for the first one?
2 ton, 250 kilogram.
Okay. Next one.
2 ton, 700 kilogram.
Okay. Correct. Very good. Did you understand the lesson?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now we are going to do division, addition, subtraction done. Sorry, multiplication. Then we will move into division. Okay. Write down the next topic. Multiplication. Okay, multiplication. You can write down the topic. Let's see. Let's say they have asked us to find 500 multiplied by 5. How can we do? We have to do the normal multiplication, but you must be aware that the maximum number of kilograms here we can have is 999. If it's 1000 or more than 1000, you have to convert that into tons. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 fives are 25.
25.
So you keep the 5 here and take the 2 here. Now tell me 6 into 5?
30.
30. 30 plus 2 is?
32.
32. So 32,500. Understood?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's see another example. Three fives are
15.
4 threes are
12.
12 plus 1 is 13. Do you
13.
have to convert anything to tons?
No,
No.
teacher.
3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9. So this will be your final answer. Can you copy down?
Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher. Done.
No. Did you understand the multiplication part?
Yes, teacher.
Shall we move into division?
Okay, teacher.
Dulfa, have you paid the December fee? Did you fill that form?
No, teacher.
Not yet, right? Okay. If you can, please pay the fee and you can attach that into the Google form. Okay. Then let's
Okay,
get
teacher.
into the division. Let's say they are telling us to divide. So you have two methods to divide this. Okay, I'm going to tell both the methods. Let's say they are telling to divide 6 tons, 750 kilograms. They are telling us to divide by 5. So I'm going to tell you the method 1 and method 2. You can go for the method whatever you think it is convenient for you. The first method, we are going to separately write tons and kilograms. 6 tons, 750 kilograms, you have to divide it by 5. Tell me, how many times do you find 5 in 6?
1.
Once. 5 ones are 5. From 6, if you subtract 5, 1.
1.
Tell me, now you know you have to take this for other side. But then 1 ton is equal to
1000 kilogram.
1000 kilograms. So when you take it to the other side, remember it will become 1000. Now tell me, 1000 kilogram plus 750. What is the answer?
0.7
No. 1000 plus 750.
1750.
This is not division. Okay. We are adding both. Okay. Now tell me, do we have 5 in 1? No, right? But so you have to see 17. Tell me in 17, how many times do you find 5?
3.
5 threes are
15.
50. From 17, if you subtract 15,
2.
2. Then you have 25. In 25, how many times do you find 5?
5.
5 fives are 25. Then you have another 0, no? So you know in 0 we don't have that. So this is the method number 1. Can you copy down this? So your answer will be 1 ton 350 kilograms. This is the answer.
Okay, teacher.
Shall we look into method number 2?
Okay, teacher.
So method number 2, we are going to do for the same question. First, what we're going to do is we're going to convert everything into kilograms. Now tell me, how can we convert into kilograms? What is the digit I gave you? 6 tons,
6 ton 750
50 kilograms.
kilogram.
How can we convert? You know 6 ton means 6,000.
6,000.
750 gives you 6,750. So what the question was, you have to divide that by 5.
5.
In 6, how many times do you find 5?
1.
5 ones are 5.
5.
There will be 1 as your remainder. 17. In 17, we find 5
3.
3 times. So 5 threes are
15.
from 17, if we subtract 15,
2.
5. In 25, we have 5
5.
5 times. 5 fives are
25.
you have a 0. In 0, you don't have, therefore 0. So 1300, if we divide this by 5, your answer will be 1350 kilograms. Understood?
Yes, teacher.
You can copy down this.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Did you understand the lesson? Is it clear?
Teach. Yes, teach.
Okay. So I'll give you some questions. You can try it for the homework. 15 tons divided by 200. 3 tons divided by 40. 12 tons divided by 5. 5 tons 200 kilograms divided by 4. 14 tons 500 kilograms divided by 5. 17 tons 200 kilograms divided by 8.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Do you have any doubts in today's lesson to clarify? If yes, you have time to ask.
No, teacher.
Is it all clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So that's it for today. So next week we will be having more revision. So and then finally you will have a paper to do related to grade 8 overall revision. Then we can start the grade 9 freshly with all the basics, it will be easy for you. So that's all for today, Zulfa. So study well, take care. If you have any doubts, you can drop me a text and do your homework and revise everything and come before our next class. Okay, good night.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
teacher. Good night. Bye, teacher.
Welcome.